It's really a great thrill to be here this evening, marking this milestone on my good friend, Joe Kaufman's road to the United States Congress. In the years I've known Joe, two things have really stood out. First, his unstinting dedication to our Judeo-Christian heritage and the preservation of the constitutional principles on which our country was founded. The second is the fearless moral courage Joe has repeatedly displayed by his willingness to buck the crowd and to speak out when necessary. Thank you. Hello.
I don't know his name.
Joe is dedicated to preserving our free enterprise system and dismantling the business-stifling, job-killing, Soviet-style planning apparatus this administration has imposed with the enthusiastic support of Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Joe also recognizes the imperatives of sealing our borders and immigration enforcement necessary for our economic recovery. He recognizes that without our Second Amendment right to bear arms, the other 9 articles to our Bill of Rights are hollow promises. In his expertise on the internal threat posed by Middle East terrorists to our homeland, Joe Kaufman has few peers. For over 20 years, Joe has dedicated himself to exposing the activities of subversive threats to our security, not only funded and inspired by our most mortal forces operating abroad, but also operating within our own borders. Joe recognizes the importance of Israel, our only true ally in the Middle East. Joe will never support internationalist boondoggles that might create a short-lived, feel-good objective of deposing a dictatorship while creating far more dangerous voids. Joe will be eternally vigilant in combating threats to our security, and I wholeheartedly endorse Joe Kaufman, our next congressman in the 20th Judicial.